Hey guys, welcome to Quinn Street Farm, coming to you straight through the power of YouTube, right from Quinnville, Maine. That sun is absolutely beautiful out today. It's about 45 degrees out. It's the end of February. And what does that mean? It means things are starting to thaw out. One of the things I love about the XV2 is that it's a heavy plow. One of the things I hate about the XV2 is that it's a heavy plow. One of the things that Fisher has not been able to figure out yet is having the plow be able to go over gravel and soft lawns and grasses without doing a ton of damage. But there's a company out there that seemingly has fixed that problem. It's this company called Yard Savers. And they're these, you've seen them all over YouTube and Facebook, these systems that go over the cutting edge of the plow and soften the blow. Then let me tell you that I ran these in November and December and they work. So I'm gonna put them on today because it's supposed to get 1 to 3 inches before it goes to rain, and I really don't want to do any damage this time of year because it costs me a lot of money to fix it. So stick around and let's get to work. I wanted to do a video putting these edges on the other day and it just fell apart. I couldn't get it done. People showed up. I was having trouble. I damaged my garage trying to fit this stupid thing inside the garage. It doesn't fit. And I said, forget it. So instead we'll put the edges on. It's a good time for it, and I'll show you how I do that. Got a couple of things. How these work is this part goes on the front and they slide up over. One of the issues that I have is early on when I bought this plow, I hit an expansion joint on this side of the plow. One of the bridges I hit, I was in V mode and I popped an expansion joint, broke the carriage bolts, and I just had wicked trouble with it. So I got to fight with it a little bit when I get it on. As you can see, we're going to take that bolt out and we're going to take this bolt out, and these are going to slide over. Before we do that, I'm going to measure a little bit, but we have to grind this down a little bit. Fun fact, when I had my old cutting edges on, I thought that I was going to be really smart and cut this off completely, except that there's a gap underneath, and when I cut it, I had these 2 little holes where that was covering the other side of the cutting edge. So instead, the instructions call for it to grind it down, and you'll get a set of instructions when you buy these, and they'll tell you that the XV2 has these kick-out deflector thingy-mabobs, they call them, some technical term, and you got to grind it down a little bit. Before we do that, I want to see how much we're going to grind it down, so I am going to mount it.
Computer Bob here. Matt struggled through this part. With the moldboard bent from hitting that bridge joint, it's difficult to get the yard saver on the edge. He did find that working from the inside out is better.
This bar clamp's just a little bit bigger. Again, I'm not a good mechanic, so I'm not using all the right tools, but the goal is just to get that down enough so that nut can get on it on the inside. Put my earplugs in because I don't like this noise, and I'm half-assing it because I got a cutting wheel on, but I only need to take off just a little bit. And I should probably have safety glasses on.
Watch out for the glare off Matt's head. Dude's getting old.
That looks good. All right, so we'll reset that. Get a thread on it. So we saw that carriage bolt's got a hold. All right. So that's kind of how it goes. It's pretty quick and easy. All right. I want a garage with 10-foot doors. We're gonna do the same thing. We'll grab the outside one. And it's the second one. Just a little bit of dirt in there that I didn't clean out. Now I got the ones that had the X, I think they called them the XL or whatever. They added a X to it because it makes it stronger. But it had an extra plate, a 1/4-inch plate steel that was welded to the bottom. If things go right, I'll be able to get, I know I'll get the rest of the year out of them. I'm getting a little skinny down there. And then I can go back and get a new pair next year. Here's the kicker. They were $400. Last year I paid $700 to clean up one of my commercial lots. Just one commercial lot cost me $750 in labor to help clean up because I had torn up the lawn so badly when I pushed the snow off the parking lot. Now I know all the guys are gonna sit there and say, well, you could just lift your plow up a little bit, or if you knew how to plow, you'd be able to do it right. Listen, 2 o'clock in the morning, when I'm plowing snow and I'm trying to get this place cleaned out, I don't care about lifting my plow up or getting it turned right or making sure that I don't mess up the lawn. If I can spend $400, which, let's be real here, ain't that much money, to make this happen. And for me, it was an investment that the first time that I used them was awesome. I actually took some pictures back Thanksgiving when it was 40 degrees out, just like today, and nothing was frozen. And I'll share them there if I could find them, and I'll show you what they did. And anybody that's plowed any amount of snow and says you did that with your plow and float on Thanksgiving on thawed ground, I think they know the answer. So you can all talk a big story, but in the end of the day, convenience is worth its weight sometimes. It should be a little bit easy to go on, I hope. Yeah, because I didn't hit that expansion joint. You can just see where I numbed that stupid joint. God, it about knocked me into next week. Broke those carriage bolts off, and was not a happy camper. I couldn't see it. It's one of the things about the XV2 that I don't like is if you want to travel with it in V, so you don't look like an idiot and have it in scoop, it's more aerodynamic, makes it nice and tight so you don't hit anybody. But when this V's out, it doesn't V out like this, all even, right? Because the way the physics works, it V's out like that. And of course, that's half the reason why you can't just lift your plow up in these V modes and scoop modes, because it doesn't lift up even. You know it when you see it and you scoop up. That's the whole reason like scoop works so well, because it kicks those way out. Get out of there with that. So anyways, be careful. I'll knock your fillings out.